In this video, I'm going to explain inflation in the economics as simply as possible, and at the end of the video, I'm going to show you an example of how inflation has resulted in rapid increase of the price of products in Iran. So make sure to watch until the end of the video. Let's find out what inflation really is. To explain it, we have to go back in history. Before money was invented, people used to barter, right? So they exchanged valuable items. They exchanged their goods and services with each other, which meant that you're, for example, giving something valuable and receiving something valuable. You're giving bread and you're receiving meat, for example. But then things like gold and silver coins were invented as legal tenders. These types of money were valuable by themselves. The material that the money was built off, which was a rare metal, was valuable. So the money got its value from itself, from its material, and the more rare the material was, the more valuable the money was and the coin was. And finally, the modern day kind of money arrived. The money that we all use nowadays, which by itself is just a piece of paper. And it's only valuable because the central bank which issued this money guarantees its value. Otherwise, it has no value by itself. So when humans used to barter, the value was right there. It was the goods and services which they exchanged together. Then when they started to exchange gold coins, for example in the medieval era, the coin itself was valuable. But now we are holding banknotes that are not valuable by themselves, and we are relying on central banks to make these pieces of paper valuable. But how does the central bank guarantee its value? Now, to put it absolutely simply, the central bank should put something valuable in a safe and issue banknotes based on the value of that thing. However, things are a lot more complicated than this in the real world, and we are just scratching the surface. But imagine you are the central bank. Imagine that you want to create a currency, and each unit of that currency is equal to 1 kilogram of gold. Now, at the beginning, you somehow acquire 100 kilograms of gold, put it in a vault, and print 100 bills, 100 banknotes, which each of them is 1 unit of your currency. And people start to use your imaginary currency based on its initial value, which was 1 unit equivalent to 1 kilogram of gold. So what will happen if, say, for example, after a year, you become greedy and print 100 more of your banknotes while keeping the same 100 kilograms of gold in the vault as the guarantee of the value of your imaginary currency. Now you have 200 banknotes that are circulating in your monetary system and only 100 kilograms of gold, which means basically the value of your currency has reduced, and each unit of it is now equivalent to half a kilogram of gold. And just like that, you created a 50% inflation in your small monetary ecosystem. So basically, inflation happens when governments distribute money which is not backed by anything, and they're printing it out of nowhere. And sooner or later, the economy will adjust itself, meaning that the prices of goods and services will go up. But in fact, the value of products is the same as it was before. Only their price has to go up to compensate for the reduction in the value of the money. Having a minor amount of inflation, usually something less than 3%, can be healthy for the economy of a country. But An unordinary amount of inflation, like the things that we are hearing around the world these days, 10%, 20%, 30%, and even in some cases more than that, can be devastating. This is a real-world example of how inflation affects the prices of different products. These are canned fish and are chronologically ordered based on their production date. The first one is produced on 4th of March 2020 and the last on 13th of November 2020. All of them are from the same manufacturer and exactly the same product. And as you can see, the price of this product has increased from 135,000 Iranian riyals to 299,000 Iranian riyals, which means more than 100% increase in less than a year. This is how inflation impacts the prices of goods. By the way, make sure to watch my other video in which I explain how we managed to have one official and one non-official local currency both at the same time in Iran. I'll leave the link to that video in the descriptions and in the top of this video. Leave a comment below and let me know what you think about this video, and if you have ever encountered inflation, share your experience with me and other viewers of this video in the comment section. In my next video, I'm going to explain some tips and tricks that Iranian people use to protect their money and savings against high inflation rates. So click the subscribe button and the bell icon beside it to get informed whenever my new video is published. Also, clicking the like button boosts my energy and motivation to make more videos about Iran, the Middle East, technological and financial topics. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.